my name is Zeliha Oener, and this is going to be my video assignment for my happiness plan. First, I'm going to start with the course insights, and I'm going to share an email to my best friend Sarah. So, dear Sarah, I hope this letter finds you well. So, over the past few months, I've been taking a course on science of happiness and well-being, and I wanted to share some key takeaways with you. I believe these insights can significantly contribute to your journey towards a happier and also more fulfilling life. First takeaway is gratitude. So, one of the most transformative lessons I learned is the power of gratitude. Taking the time each day to acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of our lives can have a profound impact in our well being. So, I would encourage you to keep a gratitude journal or practice gratitude meditation regularly. The next key takeaway is authenticity. Embracing your authentic self is crucial for happiness. Society often is pressuring us to conform to certain expectations, but true fulfillment comes from being true to ourselves. Celebrating your uniqueness, following your passions, and surrounding yourself with people who support you and accept you for who you are. The next key takeaway is self compassion. So, practicing self compassion is essential for maintaining emotional well being, treating yourself with the same kind of kindness and understanding you would offer to a dear friend such as me. So, acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses and be gentle with yourself during challenging times. And the last key takeaway would be mindfulness. So, cultivating mindfulness can significantly enhance happiness. Being fully present in the moment without judgment allows us to savor life's expectations and find joy in simple pleasures. Incorporating mindfulness practices such as meditation or even mindful breathing into our daily routine. In addition, having social connections with human beings thrive on social connections. So, nurturing meaningful relationship is vital. Making time for your loved ones, engaging in acts of kindness, and seeking support whenever it's needed. Building a strong support network contributes to an overall well-being and happiness. To help you in your happiness journey, I would recommend using two diagnostic approaches we discussed in the course, the PERMA model and the self-reflection exercise. The PERMA model, developed by psychologist Martin Seligman, suggests that happiness is derived from five core elements: positive emotions, engagement, relationship, meaning, and accomplishment. So reflect on each of these aspects and assess how they currently manifest in your life. Identify areas where you can enhance or cultivate these elements for a greater well-being. Additionally, engaging in self-reflection exercise regularly, set aside some time to introspect and identify your values, strengths, and areas of growth. Self-awareness is a powerful tool for aligning your actions with your authentic self and also finding greater satisfactions in life. I believe that by incorporating these diagnostic approaches into your happiness plan, you'll gain valuable insight and be better equipped to make intentional choices that lead to a better and happier and more fulfilling life. Wishing you abundant happiness and well-being on your journey. With love, your best friend, Zeliha Oener. So the second part would be the cognitive biases. So, in simple terms, anchoring bias refers to the tendency to rely heavily on the first places of information encountered when making decisions, even if it is irrelevant or arbitrary. This bias can impact happiness by influencing our judgments and also choices in ways that may not be aligned with our true desires. So, let me provide an example of how anchoring biases affected my younger sister's happiness when purchasing a car. She initially visited a dealership where she saw an expensive luxury car. Although it was beyond her budget, the salesperson used it as a reference point and discussed its features extensively. When my sister explored other more affordable options later, she found it challenging to appreciate their values and quality. So, in the initial encounter with the luxury car, anchored her perception, making it harder for her to actually consider other suitable, reasonable priced vehicles. So, to mitigate the impact of anchoring bias, here are two strategies that you or she could have employed. Research and comparison is the first one. Gathering information and explore various options before making a decision. So, by considering multiple alternatives and their respective merits, you could avoid fixating on a single anchoring point. This broader perspective enables you to make a more informed and unbiased choice that aligns with your needs and resources. The second step would be awareness and mindfulness. Be aware of the potential influence of anchoring bias on your decision making process, regularly reminding yourself to evaluate options independently and question whether the initial reference point is just truly relevant. So, by practicing mindfulness and cultivating a curious and open mindset, you can actually detach yourself from the initial anchor and make choices that generally reflect your preferences and priorities. So, by employing these strategies, you can mitigate the impact of anchoring bias and make decisions that are more aligned with your values and ultimately contribute to a long term happiness. Now, part three would be the flow part, which we're moving to now. So, during the course, we have explored the concept of flow, which refers to a state of complete immersion and absorption in an activity. So, for me, an important personal flow experience occurred when I was actually painting. I'm not good at trying, as I would painting, time seemed to fly by and I would lose track of it altogether. I felt fully engaged, focused, and effortlessly in sync with the creative process. The satisfaction derived from creating something beautiful was its own reward, and the activity itself brought me immersive joy and actually fulfillment. So, in a flow state, others can often see the intensity and joy reflecting in my facial expressions and the sense of ease with which I move and work. It's as if the activity comes kind of naturally to me and I'm completely in my element. However, sustaining the flow state can sometimes be challenging, especially when distractions or self doubt creep in. As mentioned, I'm not really good at it, I just enjoy it. External interruptions or excessive self criticism can also disrupt the flow and hinder the creative process. So, from this personal flow experience in our class discussions, I have learned a few valuable lessons that can actually be applied into my professional work. So, number one, focusing on strengths. In flow, leveraging our strengths and skills is crucial. It's essential to identify and engage in activities that align with our natural talents and passions. By focusing on our strengths, we can actually enhance our performance and experience greater sense of fulfillment and happiness in our professional endeavors. So, second step would be creating optimal conditions. Flow is more likely to occur when the environment supports constructions and minimizes distractions. So, creating a dedicated workspace, establishing routines, and managing interruptions can actually help facilitating a flow state. And additionally, setting clear goals and challenges, of course, which matches our skill level, can provide necessary motivation and focus to sustain flow. So the last part would be my personal happiness plan. In formulating my personal happiness plan, I have considered various types of happiness and identified the key elements which are contributing to my overall well-being. My plan encompasses the following. So, hedonic happiness, I'll focus on maximizing positive emotions and pleasure in my life by engaging in activities that bring me joy, such as spending quality time with my loved ones, pursuing hobbies, and engaging in self care practices. Eudaimoic happiness, I'll seek meaning and purpose by aligning my actions with my core values and making a positive impact in others, volunteering for especially animal shelters and helping others, and practicing gratitude will be the central to cultivating eudaimoic happiness for myself. So, there are some happiness practicing elements. The first one for me is physical well being. So, I will prioritize regular exercise, adequate sleep, which I struggle with a lot, unfortunately, and a balanced diet to ensure my physical well being, as it forms the foundation of overall happiness, in my opinion. Mental and emotional well being is also very important, where the daily mindfulness and meditation practices will help cultivate a calm and focused mind. Journaling and also reflection exercises will also foster self awareness and emotional resilience. So, some of the WOOP elements: wish is where I wish to strengthen my social connection and deepen my relationship with loved ones. For the outcome I obviously envision is a support network of meaningful relationship which can provide emotional support, shared experiences, and a sense of belonging, which I believe majority of human beings need. So, to build the necessary habits, I'll set specific goals and create a structured routine. For example, I will allocate dedicated time to each day for exercise, mindfulness, and nurturing social connections. Additionally, I will also track my progress regularly by maintaining a happiness journal, or maybe a kind of a vlog type of thing, because that's more enjoyable, and reviewing my adherence to the established habits and goals. So in 3 months ish, I'll reassess my happiness plan, evaluate the effectiveness of my practice so far, and make any obviously necessary adjustments to ensure continuous growth and well being for myself. So, with this happiness plan, I will be very committed to nurturing my well being and leading a happier and more fulfilling life. I encourage you to create your own happiness plan, incorporating elements that would resonate with any of your aspiring values or whomever listening, and wishing everyone a joy, contentment, and successful of their happiness journey. Thank you for listening.